Hi, this is Rabbi Young. Thank you for tuning in to our weekly video email. Here I am on the comfy chair in our living room. Normally, I would stand up and present something, but I keep getting up and down out of this chair, and this little guy keeps getting bumped out of my way and jumps back into my way and bumped out. So I felt a little bad for him. Thought I would just record as is. So I was reading this morning the Daf Yomi. As you know, Daf Yomi means a page a day. It's the daily Talmud program. It lasts about 7.5 years. Today we are on Shabbat, page 11. And the Mishnah that begins on page 11 says that a tailor may not go out with his needle adjacent to nightfall on Shabbat Eve, lest he forget that he's carrying the needle and go out with it in the public domain. And it continues talking about the things that you can do when you're in a certain area that's public versus when you're in a certain area that's private. It's very concerned about delineating the public and the private areas at this point in the Talmud. And later on down the page, it adds to this idea of what a tailor can do with his needle. So it groups a bunch of different people. The tailor may not go out with his needle that's stuck in his clothing. A carpenter may not go out with a wood chip that's behind his ear that he might use for measuring. A wool comber may not go out with a cord that he put around his neck that he's going to use for his work. And all of these people that have particular jobs are mentioned that can't do something on Shabbat that normally you wouldn't think is a big deal. Like if someone walks out of their house and they have a needle sticking out of their clothing, you go, okay, hey, no big deal, unless they're a tailor. Because sometimes a tailor is sewing and then they'll stick the needle into their clothing to do a little work, and then they'll pick it up again and continue the work. So if the item on your person is for your work, you're not allowed to have it on your person when you're traveling around on Shabbat. The reasoning the Talmud gives is because it's too easy to access your work objects when you are walking around and you're not supposed to be carrying things in general, even though it's okay to be wearing something. So if a regular person who does not comb wool has a piece of yarn around their neck, that's fine. You know, you just leave it there. Maybe they're using it as a decoration, or maybe their kid made a macaroni necklace or whatever. But if you could use that piece of wool for your job, you're not supposed to do it. It's a way of distancing themselves from the possibility of even breaking the Sabbath. And I love the fact that the Talmud is so individual, that it takes into account personal needs, that most people cannot do these things, but these specific people, they really have to avoid it. And that's really, to me, speaks highly about what Judaism is all about. That we really take into account the needs of the individual. We think about the community, we take care of the community, but more important than that, above even the needs of most of the people, are the needs of the individual. And so with that in mind, we're acknowledging that people have individual needs at this particular time. Very soon, you're going to be getting a Google form. Either you can find it on Facebook, you can find it in email. There should be two Google forms. One is if you have something to give, and one is if you have a need. And we really want people to reach out. Tell us the truth. Tell us if someone in your household really can't be alone and you need someone to go shopping for you. Let us know if you're a little worried about going into public and you need someone to pick something up for you. If you're running out of food and you need a meal cooked for you, whatever it is. And if you have any of these things, the ability to go run an errand, the ability to make a meal for someone, we really encourage you to let us know, and we can connect you congregant to congregant, partner to partner, member to member, working together to help each other with their own individual needs. So have a good week. Keep watching for our more videos. Just this afternoon or yesterday, from your perspective, probably, I posted a video of me cooking. And if there's anything that you want to see us doing on video, let us know and we can make it happen. Take care. Have a great week.